We bought this PovSpec CE Lancer off Facebook Marketplace for an absolute steal with the goal of turning it into an EVO Coupe. We installed a full body kit including an EVO boot, coilovers, some deep dish wheels and an EVO 7 spoiler, and the end result was way better than we ever expected. It looks so good in fact that these thieves tried to steal the car from the front of my shop.
Oi, you fucking leave that alone. But more on that story later because Rex and I have been on Marketplace. We've been shopping and this build is far from over.
We bought more parts, guys.
So we found this listing on Marketplace and it turns out they were one of our subscribers and unfortunately they crashed their car, which is really sad, but you probably know as good as I do that the first thing that comes into your mind when you see one of your buddies crash their car, you're like, are the parts for sale? First things first, we have a carbon fiber bonnet, which is so good because in the comments of the last video, so many people were like, needs the EVO bonnet.
Yeah, they were like, you can't build an EVO without having like an EVO bonnet.
Look at how nice this piece is though, because I had the EVO bonnet on my last one and it was nice, but nowhere near as nice as this piece. Now, unfortunately, they did crash the car at the front. So you can see here, there's some damage to the bonnet, but it's not irreparable. And in fact, I've already gone ahead and started laying down the the fiberglass to repair it.
The goal with this build was to create something truly unique, and while we love version 1, these upgrades are going to take version 2 to a whole new level.
But that means we have to reverse all of the hard work that we did in the last video. YouTube, baby.
So it's time to get the car in the air and reverse all of the hard work we've done in the previous video on this car. We're removing the rear bumper, the side skirts, the bonnet, the spoiler, the boot lid, and we're even changing the tail lights.
But we, of course, have these taillights, which are a little bit different. Do you want to show them the difference?
So excited. It's got a bend, little kink right here. No kink. Straight. Like me. Just kidding.
So after we finished removing the last of the old parts, we threw a bit of nylon lube into the holes to moisten them up, and we immediately got to work test fitting the new body kit.
Put the bumper on!
Get it on.
We've got the rear bumper on, sort of got the fender flare on, got the side skirt just chilling on a jack right now. And we're sort of trying to figure out how we're gonna fit this body kit up because obviously fiberglass is always a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's touch and go, especially when you order from some random website. This, look, they shipped the side skirts in 2 pieces.
Yeah, like this has been cut and then re-fiberglassed, so you know you can fit in a smaller package. But
best news is it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's gonna work, but it's just gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate news. And what do we hate most? Body work. Sanding.
You know what? I do prefer working on motors.
I know, or like bolting parts on that just work. I mean, 9 times out of 10. Man, I've got so much caffeine in my veins right now.
Every time I go to Mike's place.
We're like, oh,
just caffeinated.
Yeah, soz. But also, this is gonna look so freaking cool when it's done. We also have to cut the guards underneath, seal those up and everything, and it all needs to be done properly so it's weatherproof.
Have a look at the rear. It's so aggressive. Look at that, the diffuser lines. Oh man, it's gonna look good. You know what? I'm gonna quickly put the tail light in. There we go. Oh, don't vibrate the car.
How's it?
Damn.
Is it cool?
That looks cool. We don't even have the wing on.
This is sick.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. It's so aggressive.
That is much better than the little pod that we had there.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. And then you've got the boot, the wing, roof spoiler. Oh yeah, roof spoiler. We're looking for one.
So plan of attack, we're probably gonna mount the side skirt on first because that's like the easiest thing to mount and then go off that. Let's do it.
Crazy. Body work.
We're now bolting on the carbon boot.
So
look how light it is.
It's so dumb.
Oh, he doesn't even need my help.
Yeah, and I'm weak.
While we were fitting the boot, we were going back and forth about whether we should paint it or leave it exposed carbon. Feel free to throw your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah.
Bro.
Wow.
Oh man.
What?
Dude.
Good or not?
Yeah, so good. Yeah, you're the EVO guy.
What do you reckon?
Jesus, I think we keep it carbon, man.
Yeah, I'll leave it carbon. I didn't realize like that would look so cool.
Oh my god. Right.
Alright, with Rex working on the bonnet, it's time to make this kit fit properly. I'm making a bracket that we're going to weld to the body that will act as both a rear bumper mount and help us with mounting our wide body fender flare. I measured and marked a couple of measurements on steel and cut out our bracket using an angle grinder. Then I used a Dremel to expose the metal on the guard before welding the bracket to the car. A quick test fit to make sure my measurements were correct, and thank God Rex approves.
That's sick, bro. So we officially have this whole side of the car fitted, which means we actually have the whole kit fitted to the car, which is awesome. That means now we can go ahead, take this flare off, and we have to cut the old guards underneath, obviously so the wheel doesn't hit the guard, because we've got the new guards here now, so we've got to create the clearance. So what we're going to do is we'll chop them up, we're going to weld, and then we are going to seal them up so that the weather can't affect them and it can never rust. But these are the jobs you got to do if you want to have a nice fancy wide body on your car. And Rex has been just going at this bonnet for the last couple of hours.
Get in there, look at that.
You're doing so well. Like
Shapes it up.
It looks so much better than it did, man. Like, it's going to come up super nice. I don't even know if you'll notice once it's all painted that there has ever been the damage here. Basically what we did was we made a cardboard template on this side of the bonnet, and then you just flipped it upside down onto this side so that I could lay a little bit of fiberglass on, and then after that it's just about continuing to fill it until you get that perfect shape.
Hours of work just for something so small.
But worth it, because this bonnet is just going to look so good. So
yeah, Evo baby.
Evo baby. That's going to be like the cherry on top of the whole build, you know what I mean? Because we've got the kits, that's all going to be on. This will be the last
asking about it as well. Everyone was like, you need an Evo body kit, I need Evo bonnet, so yeah, we did it.
We are delivering the goods to the masses. I'm kind of G'd up, but we're a long way from that yet, because we've got so much more body work to do. And we can't paint.
Freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing, so I can't actually paint it in this weather because it's just simply too cold to paint. So we are going to have to come up with some kind of makeshift setup, basically, so that we can paint. But that is down the line. First things first. Let's keep working on the car. Let's cut these guards.
Cutting into the body of any car is always scary, no matter how many times you do it. I kept it simple here and followed the line of the body with the cut, which should give us enough wheel clearance under the new wide body flares. There are actually 2 layers of metal to cut through here, so you have to take your time and be patient with it.
Easy as that. Oh wow.
Once the section's cut away, I used a flappy disc to remove all of the sharp edges before sealing the inner and outer layers of metal together using a super durable sealant so water can never get in and cause it to rust.
So the rear guards are done, the kit's on, and we're gonna put this thing on the ground. This is so exciting. This has been a whole another day. The sun's already going down that we've just been doing the body work on. This stuff takes such a long time, but hopefully
it's gonna look good
when it's on the ground.
Yeah,
it's all worth it. Hopefully.
Mickey.
It could look terrible.
No, it's gonna look good.
You. What is that? That was premature. That was so premature.
Oh, look at this. Oh. No,
we're chilling.
Beautiful.
The ocean gate noise of the cracking fiberglass.
It's all fiberglass. But look at this, right? The car looks slow, but it's not actually crazy low.
No, it's high. That's the best thing about this
height.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I love that.
So good. The side skirts are so aggressive, man. Oh my goodness.
Let's get this thing outside. I want to actually see it. I want to see it.
Let's chuck it out.
With my eyeballs.
You can see with the eyeballs here.
With your brain. Not with your eyeballs. You see in widescreen, eh? That's crazy. Come on out, son. Dude. This thing looks wild. What the heck? That's crazy.
That's sick.
It's crazy.
Woo! It looks sick without the wing, to be honest.
I know, the no wing on the back.
No wing is fucking cool.
I always rated it on my rear-wheel drive Evo as well.
Yeah,
dude.
Stoked. I got the foggies on.
Yeah, it looks so good. Bro, that's unbelievably aggressive.
So good, man.
Dude, the rear though. We're gonna spice up the wheel fitment. Don't worry about that. So that is incoming.
Yep.
So a little bit later in the video, you'll see we'll have the wheels fitting proper. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Dude, the exhaust, it has to go. That's wild.
Yeah, Jesus, man.
That's pretty gnarly. I know, it's so tiny. That's all right, we'll fix that. Should we put the wing on?
Hang on, we need to put the bonnet on. See what that looks like.
Bro, you've worked so hard on this thing.
I've spent all day in this miserable weather sanding it down. Mike put some primer on to sort of make sure that we've done all the body work correctly.
Yep.
Because you never really know until you've got everything one color.
But it looks so good.
Here we go.
Yeah, get that bonnet on.
Moment of truth.
This is like the cherry on top of the whole build, I reckon.
Like a glove, baby.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh my god.
Great job on the fix, dude.
That looks sick.
That's wild.
Right.
Wow.
That's actually an Evo, man.
Like, that's full EVO Coupe looking.
Yeah, like it's got the vents and everything.
Holy crap.
Dude. Holy, I need some photos for the other.
Holy crap. That bonnet just changes everything again. I'm a massive fan of EVO Coupes, but I haven't seen one done like this with the 15s on as well. It is a good look. The rear bar and stuff as well, it'll look way better once we've painted it all and it's all the same color. But man, big fan. That is sick. It looks so good. Photographed so well, but it's missing one thing.
There's one more thing that we need to put on, and that's this huge ass wing. A lot of you guys were asking what this wing is. It's from an EVO 7, right?
Yes, so it's really hard to find the EVO 6 and 5 wings. They're like $700. These are like 150 bucks, 200 bucks. Jump on eBay, you'll find them everywhere.
So good.
We've got a little bit of body work to do on ours because we may have dropped it.
Oopsies.
It fell off the boot, but that's all right because we wanted to rework and repaint that when we paint everything else as well. But this is a wee finishing touch I think that it needs to equal the whole, to balance out the rear end.
There it is. Oh man. Holy hell. The wing matches now.
Yeah, it's so good. It suits it. It's funny because the wing looked huge before.
I thought the wing was going to be a little bit too much originally, but we always knew that we were going to do V2, so.
V2.
Yeah, dude.
Carbon boot looks good, so it's staying. It really needs the big exhaust just to really like finish it all off.
Yeah.
But I want to see what it looks like from the front with the wing. You know what to do. Jump in the comments. Let us know. With or without. I mean, you can make the choice if you win the car anyway.
That's true.
Keep the wing on, take the wing off. But we're going to wrap it up for the night.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Back tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow morning.
Body work.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cars. Fun. Bye. So the bonnet is ready to paint. Now we have to get the rest of the stuff ready to paint. Also, look at the wheel fitment at the rear. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later the car on the ground, but it looks insane. We've fixed the fitment. We've actually had to put quite a bit of work into this kit to make it work on the coupe, especially with the stock front guards. And I actually laid additional fiberglass in here to make it all work. So if you do win this car, just appreciate the amount of hours that have gone into this thing. But I'm ecstatic to see this thing all one color. So we're gonna whip the kit off now. We're gonna prep it, and I think if the weather gods are nice to us today, we're going to paint it. The sun's been out, the sun's been in, it's been a little bit raining, and now it's just kind of halfway in between. Rex, do you want to do a quick dance for us, like a weather dance?
Time to remove the rest of the panels and get them ready for paint. And I can tell you this took a whole nother day just doing the little bits and pieces on the panels. Unfortunately, when it comes to bodywork, you can't really take shortcuts if you want a good result.
So as the sun is going down on another beautiful winter's day, we're about to start painting. It's not the best conditions for painting. Our friend here has the heat gun. And basically, we're just making the best of an average situation, but at least it's not raining. So we're painting the bonnet and we're painting the flares right now. The reason we're doing those is because, well, that's the only thing that's ready.
Yeah, and we also need to make sure that we fit those first, right?
Yeah, so that we need the flares to be fully dry because we need to clamp them onto the car because they get held on with panel bond.
Yeah.
So we need those done first. And also the bonnet is like the biggest surface area, and we just decided since it's ready we may as well paint it. Yeah. I will paint the rest of the stuff here tomorrow, and then on Saturday we'll be all ready to fit the whole kit, which is just...
Good boy.
It's really exciting.
You're a good boy.
Oh, thank you.
I can tell you after spending so much time on the bodywork, this is the exciting part. The part where everything becomes one color. But there really is no better feeling than pulling that trigger. Now
is the bit that makes everything look super good, the clear coat. And it's also the hardest part, so wish me luck. Like I said in the last video, we don't use any fancy spray guns or tools when we paint. We literally use a $49 Bunnings spray gun. But it's definitely good enough to do the job. You just have to make sure you have the gun set up properly and you mix your paint properly. And of course, the end results are all in the prep work. Alright, Alright, so while we wait for the paint to dry on the panels, let me fill you in on how we genuinely almost got the giveaway Lancer stolen. And settle in, because this one's a doozy. So after we finished version 1 of the Lancer, I decided to park the car out the front of the shop for one night. Now I have security cameras here at the shop that tell me on my phone when there's motion out the front of the shop. So I was out to dinner with a couple of friends when the notification popped up on my phone. There's movement out the front of your factory. I just so happened to check that notification and I noticed a white Mazda 6 pull up behind the Lancer out the front of the shop. It sat there for quite a while, so I kept watching it and kind of figuring it all out. And then all of a sudden, a guy jumped out of the driver's seat. He had a mask on his face, and at that point, I knew something suspicious was going on. So in the middle of the restaurant, I started yelling at my phone, which was probably kind of embarrassing, especially for my partner Tara. Also, I apologize for the expletives you're about to hear in this clip. Oi, oi, oi. You fucking leave that alone. You fucking get the fuck out of here right now, cunt. Yeah, see you later, mate. We're gonna fucking get you. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit.
Take a screenshot, take a screenshot.
I got the whole video. Face covering everything, ready to steal the car.
You're joking.
So as you see, the guy was super surprised when I started yelling out from my camera. He quickly got in his car and ran away. And look, sometimes I check the notifications, sometimes I don't. It was just by chance that I happened to check the notification this time. So we're really lucky to still have the Lancer in our possession. Now I know some of you guys are probably sitting behind your screens right now saying, oh, I bet he just faked it for the YouTube video. Well, unfortunately I didn't. And 2 nights later, in fact, I had another 2 guys show up to my shop and they stole my car trailer. The fully custom built car trailer that I made personally for our Lamborghini drift car build. Because it's such a wide car, I had to custom build the trailer. We finished it a couple of weeks ago and unfortunately, yeah, some dudes came, they stole it from the yard next to my shop, which is where we park it. It was a fully locked yard. And the worst part about that whole situation, I was here in the shop working when they stole that trailer. So that was a massive kick in the guts. I'm still gutted about it. I still get annoyed about it. And right now we're trying to find another trailer that we can buy. So I've learned a really harsh lesson there and I'm going to put GPS trackers in all of my cars, my trailers moving forward. So yeah, a little bit of a sad situation, but it kind of is what it is. We have to keep moving forward. But hey, we've still got the Lancer. That's a massive positive. And right now we're going to get to fitting this insane body kit. Thanks for listening to my story time. Back to the build. First side skirt going on the car. Let's go.
We're on to the best and most exciting part of any build, and that's fitting our finished parts.
Here we go, guys.
The flare.
Ooh. Matching color now. Damn. Oh, bruh. That looks crazy. Jeez, yeah, we need to get this car outside so you guys can properly see what it's going to look like. Can't really get a good visual with the lighting here, but dude, oh yeah, that looks mad.
As you can probably tell, Rex and I have a huge amount of fun when we're filming together, and there's nothing better than building cars with like-minded people, especially when it's a Lamborghini.
Nice. Ooh.
How's the fitment?
Pretty
yeah,
good.
It looks really good, man. So good.
All right, here we go. We're lowering the car.
Man,
Sunny outside.
it's so sunny.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Here we go.
Come on, baby. Give us that fitment we're all praying for. Dude, the thing's so wide.
Oh, she's low.
It's so good. Yeah, we need blocks of wood now to help get the car like off the jack. Holy crap. That, dude, come look at it from the front. That is absolutely bonkers, man.
Jeez. All right, car's finally on the ground. Let's pull it outside.
Let's pull out.
Let's.
Yes, sir.
Look at.
Yes, sir. It's really dusty. What do you think?
Bro, looks insane.
I'm so
It's
happy.
huge, man.
Yeah.
Not much wider. Look at the rear, man.
I know.
Jesus.
That's pretty sick, man.
Hang on, let me get the wing.
Alright, are we putting the wing on?
Fitting the final pieces, and this thing looks absolutely incredible. Here are a couple of shots for you guys with no wing, so you can let us know in the comments below what you think, wing or not. Then finally, we threw the wing on the car, and it was time to see this thing complete and all in one color. Here we go. Shut that boot, baby.
Here we go. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this thing. Holy hell. Bro.
It's crazy, eh?
EVO bumper on. EVO hood on. Dude.
We set out to build something truly unique that we could give away to one of our followers, and I think we've definitely done that. I can't tell you guys how happy I am that this thing didn't get stolen. The wide body EVO Coupe with a touch of sex spec slammed on 15s definitely hit super hard, and I honestly couldn't be happier with the end result.
There she is, the Lancer, the EVO Coupe mock-up. This is pretty much how it's going to look. We've got a ton of wee things that we're going to fix up, but we're probably going to do another video.
Yeah, I reckon another video, number 3.
Yeah,
V3? Another body kit?
3. None of that. This thing looks absolutely insane. If you want to win it, jump on to twostepgarage.com, support the channels, and of course, go watch Rex's video, which is like this video, but it's the Inception version. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.